Hi there, I'm Small Ant 1 and welcome to my advanced strategy tutorial. In this video, I'll be explaining Dram Strat, which is a difficult strat that skips some movement in the middle of Sand Kingdom to save around 5 seconds. Dram Strat is done by leaving Cappy near a bullet bill while Mario quickly collects a moon, then homing Cappy into the bullet bill to capture the bullet bill and warp up. The way to perform Dram Strat is to triple jump, then cap jump and dive onto this thin wall. From here, backflip, cap jump, and dive onto the higher platform, and immediately long jump. Once Mario is in front of the alcove, do an up throw with motion controls and hold Cappy there with Y. Mario should be somewhere in between this distance from the wall when he performs the up throw. Also, be sure that Mario is far enough down that the up throw won't immediately capture the bullet bill. Now that Cappy is being held in the correct position, quickly fall and dive twice. In the middle of the second dive, right before you collect the moon, do a motion control shake to start Cappy homing in on the bullet bill. If Cappy was in the correct spot, then Mario should warp right after the cutscene is over. Then, just leave the bullet bill, destroy the crate with the moon, wait for a moment to let another bullet bill spawn, and pick up the crate moon as usual. There are a few common problems you may encounter when trying this strat. The first problem is this moving platform. Depending on how you get up to the wall, this platform may be in the way when you go to perform an up throw. To prevent this, point the camera downwards after the archway moon while moving to the wall, and then allow the camera to automatically correct itself once you get close to the wall. The platform doesn't move when it's off camera, and this usually does the trick for getting it out of the way. Another common mistake is that Mario may be too close to the wall when you do the up throw. If you're too close, then Mario might wall slide if you're not careful. And if he wall slides, then it wastes just enough time that the strat will no longer work. The distance away from the wall can be surprisingly generous too, so if you find that Mario is wall sliding a lot, don't be afraid to up throw further from the wall. The next problem that you might have is that Mario warps up to the bullet bill before you manage to collect the moon. This can be a combination of two things. Most of the time, it's just that Cappy is too close to the wall, but it may also be that you're shaking too early. If you're having the problem of warping before getting the moon, try messing around with those two things. That pretty much covers everything with Dram Strat, but that only saves 4 seconds instead of 5. The extra 1 second you can save is with something called Dram Dram. Dram Dram is done by warping back to another bullet bill after the crate moon to skip a little more movement. To perform Dram Dram, after doing the first warp, leave the bullet bill, then dive, jump, cap throw, and ground pound into the crate. The movement here might seem a bit slow, but it is deliberately slow to give the cannon a little bit of time to let the next bullet bill fire. After the ground pound on the crate, walk Mario over to this square, have Mario face the corner of the wall, then ground pound and roll towards it. Right as Mario touches the wall, perform a roll cancel jump to the right, and this will put Cappy in the correct position, and Mario will continue traveling forwards. Hold Cappy in place with Y, and do a double jump, then dive to clear the gap to the moon. Continue holding Cappy in place, and roll boost with X. A moment after roll boosting, and before you collect the moon, shake the controller to home Cappy in on the bullet bill. If everything was done properly, then the moon cutscene should play, and Mario will be warped to the bullet bill immediately after. Now just continue on with the remainder of Sand. If you have a hard time with the roll cancel jumps, then Dram Dram can be done without one, by roll canceling in the same place, but at around a 45-degree angle instead, then straightening out the control stick right after to have Mario continue running forwards and doing a single jump and dive across the big gap. There isn't any major difference in time to the two variations here, so try both and do whichever works best for you. The last thing to mention about Dram Dram is that if you are too fast, the bullet bill will not be fired in time. A good audio cue to know if your timing was correct is to listen to when the bullet bill is fired. If you hear the bullet bill being fired just after the cannon leaves the screen, then your timing should be good. That's really all there is to Dram Strat, so that's the end of the guide for this one. If I forgot any details, or if you have any helpful tips, feel free to leave them in the comments below. They are much appreciated. Thank you for watching, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm Small Ant 1, and I'll see you next time.